Senior defense from Hendersonville, Tennessee, number 24, Ainsley Ware. Sophomore defense from Naples, Florida, number 27, Mackenzie Newhall. And a junior attack from Beverly Hills, Michigan, number 29, Abby Kaza. We're going to get this game started in a few minutes here. Thank you all for tuning in, and we hope you enjoyed this afternoon's women's lacrosse matchup featuring the Blue Devils of Lawrence Technological University and your Kalamazoo College Hornets.
Women's lacrosse game between the visitors from Lawrence Tech and your Kalamazoo College Hornets. Kalamazoo College, the MIAA, and the NCAA promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and fans. We request your cooperation in supporting the student athletes and officials in a positive manner. profanity, derogatory comments, or other intimidating actions directed at athletes, officials, team representatives, or other fans will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal. Now for the starting lineup for today's match. First for the visitors from Lawrence Tech. Number 1, Sydney Robinson. Number 2, Reese Nemeth. Number 3, Bella Lewers. Number 4, Audrey Spencer. Number 5, Karen Saylor. Number 6, Hannah Dean. Number 7, Hannah Hubner. Number 10, Mary Hellman. Number 16, Carmen Foster. Number 21, McKenna Van Zandt. Number 22, Jocelyn Vander Zwag. Number 24, Madison Bugala. And now, for the Hornets. Number 2, Jordan Flink. Number 6, Julia Kozel. Number 7, Lily Grelak. Number 10, Ella Spooner. Number 17, Grace Barber. Number 24, Ansley Ware. Number 27, Mackenzie Newhall. Number 28, Sydney Mizensky. And number 29, Abby Kaza! At this time, please stand for the national anthem.
Well, if you get bored of this game today, you can always turn your eyes to the destruction of the parking garage right behind the field for added entertainment. Zach Metz and Dawson Scoop. And Scoop, thanks for taking the time to join me. Saturday, a rough day for Kalamazoo. Capital came in, dominated from start to finish. What has to be different today?
Yeah, Metz, well, in that game, it was really just the defense for the Hornets that struggled. The offense obviously didn't score that many goals, but you should not be having that big of a goal differential scoring what they did. But the defense and guarding the cutters was the biggest focus in that game, and if they want to come out with a win here today, I think they really need to focus on that.
Lawrence Tech in blue. The Blue Devils ranked 4th in NAIA. A 1-2 overall record. One of their losses to the number 1 team in NAIA. Kalamazoo hunting for their first win. They have experience with Lawrence Tech in the past, have scrimmaged them a couple of times over the years. As Sydney Robinson will get ready to take the first draw for the Blue Devils. Leads them in goals and assists this season. She'll be matched up with the Hornets' leading goal scorer, Ella Spooner. And we are about to get underway. Here we go. Whistle's blown. Let's play. It's Kalamazoo and Lawrence Tech, and the ball rolling towards the sideline. The Blue Devils will pick up the first possession, and nearly an immediate turnover. Here comes Lawrence Tech as Robinson's got it. Remember, Capital scored 12 seconds into the game on Saturday. It won't be that quick for this one, but they're going to get a shot, and they're going to get a score 19 seconds in.
Yeah, Madsen kind of getting a little bit of deja vu there back to that Capital game. I mean, just taking it all the way down the field. Robinson kind of got that draw control after it rolled out to the side, got a pass, and attacked right away. A better job of picking up the ball by the defense, but again, the cutters on the back weak side coming across. A great pass and an easy finish there, and again, leaving Flink kind of out on an island one-on-one with the goal scorer right in front of her.
Audrey Spencer, the freshman, gets the goal. It's her 8th of the year. And not even 20 seconds in, we go back to the draw circle with a 1-0 lead for the visitors.
Yeah, that's in another spot that the Hornets really struggled in was that draw control circle against Capital. A spot that Ella Spooner's normally pretty good at, but just struggled a little bit in that game and went to a couple other options as well that didn't have success there. So one spot they could get better is in that draw control circle, lead to some early offense on, just like Lawrence Tech had there.
This one towards Julia Kozel, who picks it up. She'll weave through some traffic, loses the ball, but gets it back. And here come the Hornets for their first attack of this game. Kennedy Hind moves it into the attacking end. Lawrence Tech has scored a lot, but they've given up a lot of goals, given up 20, 20, and 10. 50 total goals on the year allowed. As Abby Kaza has it, goes to Spooner. Spooner searching for somewhere to go with it, gives it to Natalie Mackey. Over to Hind. Spooner, as mentioned, the Hornets' leading goal scorer with 12 this year. Loves to attack the net, does there, but it gets slowed down. Gives it to Kaza. Goes to Kozel on a cut. The shot stopped by the Lawrence Tech goalkeeper, Madison Gugala, freshman from Northville, who's got a 41.5% save percentage. Gets a big one there on Kozel. Lawrence Tech pushing, trying for some transition offense. They're going to get a good look here. The shot off the crossbar by Bella Luers, and then Hornets will get it back.
Yeah, and really Lawrence Tech kind of just mimicking a lot of what Capital did in that game on Saturday, as you mentioned before, Mets. And really, the Hornets also struggled in the transition defense, not really getting back and allowing a lot of free cuts, and you saw it there. And luckily that ball hit the crossbar and did not go in.
And it's actually going to Lawrence Tech. So the Blue Devils will keep it. How often do you watch a game with construction going on directly behind it?
Yeah, not so often, Mets.
It's the first time for everything. Luers looking for another look, gets slowed down. Out to Robinson. Robinson attacking Mackey. Shot saved by Flink. Loose ball to Hind, and the Hornets get it. Flink. As the clock is going to be stopped, and Lawrence Tech's going to have someone sent off. Flink is... The numbers don't look great, but Jordan Flink has been under a lot of fire the last couple of games, and she's been a bright spot.
Yeah, as you said, an 0-2 record, and what is that, about 26 goals allowed average there, and that's not very indicative of her play. She's been put in a lot of bad positions by her defense, but a great stop right there, and a good job by Nat Mackey to pick up Robinson on that drive. And as you can see, the defense right in her face, she's not able to get a lot of force onto that shot, and a good job by Flink to step up and save that one.
Two-minute check to the head call on Hannah Dean, a yellow card. Puts the Hornets with an advantage. As Lily Grelak brings into the attacking end, and a whistle. And another card coming out against Lawrence Tech.
Yeah, maybe an offsides there.
It's a green card against McKenna Van Zant. Green card would make sense, or offsides would make sense rather, for the green card. We await the official ruling as the rain's starting to fall a little heavier. Offsides is the call. So 2 up for the Hornets. Great chance to get on the board as we approach 3 minutes in this game. Spooner to the middle, to Kozel, to Kaza. The shot, that might have hit the bar. Grelak goes to pick it up, stays in bounds, has it knocked away. Lawrence Tech's got it.
Yeah, just a really unfortunate break there that Grelak lost that ball out of bounds. As you said, 2-man up right there. Great time to get some points, but Lawrence Tech looks like they could just take this ball and kind of play keep away for their shot clock to get both their penalties released.
And are we getting another card here? Clock's still running. And a green card's going to come out against the Hornets.
No, that's the shot clock. That's reset the shot clock.
And the clock being winded now. Grelak sent off, and now it's 1 down for the Hornets. A legal check of the back called on Grelak. Penalties galore. A wind up, a shot, and a save by Flink for Amari Pellman.
Getting a great job now and an opportunity for the Hornets to push, leading with Ellis Spooner, trying to get it in this position, maybe get it down low to an attackman early on and set up some offense quickly.
1 penalty killed and another whistle. And I believe another offside call against Lawrence Tech. They are not messing around with that today. I wonder if that was a point of emphasis in the rules meeting because we saw that called quite a bit on Saturday too.
Yeah, I think the Hornets got maybe 4, 5, 6 offsides penalties in that game on Saturday, and now Lawrence Tech kind of picking up where they left off with a couple early on in this first quarter, not even 4 minutes in.
So 2 down for the Blue Devils again. Hornets still down 1. Spooner going to try and go one-on-one. Runs into 2 defenders. Over to Hind. Around a screen. Hind has a shot. It was saved again, but she picks it up. Up top, and Morgan Vasquez couldn't hold on to it.
And really a good job right there from Hind getting to her right hand, an open shot. Just kind of went stick side high, and an easy save there for the Lawrence Tech goalkeeper.
And the pass. Oh, it went in. It was a pass for a wide-open Mackey in front of the net, and it went by everybody and found the net. It's a goal for Ella Spooner, her 13th of the year.
Number 10, Ella Spooner.
Yeah, Metzen. I'm thrilled for Ella Spooner scoring the goal, but just a little disappointed in the goal song.
We're going to be disappointed for the rest of the year. I will be. You'll be enjoying yourself in Europe.
Sorry, not sorry, Mets.
You should be. What would you rather do? Go study abroad or hang out here with me while it's raining?
It's a lot closer than you think.
I will take that as a nice compliment.
Of course.
Even game at 1, 4.5 minutes in, as the rain really coming down now. It could be this way the rest of the game. Does rain have an effect, do you think, on shooting or passing?
Yeah, Matt's a former lacrosse player. The ball gets a little bit slick and your mesh in your stick gets a little bit slick, and those passes come off a little bit higher and faster than you're expecting. So maybe a little bit of a sloppier game now that the rain is starting to come down.
Well, there's a struggle to catch there for the Blue Devils by Van Zant. They're still in the attacking end after controlling the last draw. Robinson starts a cut, defended closely by Mazinski. At the shot goes high, might have been stopped, and the Hornets will get it.
Yeah, just a really great play right there from the Blue Devils, a give and go, and Robinson passed it back up to Luers, and a great job after setting the screen. It had a one-on-one with Flink kind of right in front of her, but maybe a little bit of the weather right there just slipped out and went super high, shot way over, and the Hornets will take advantage of that, hopefully, and bring it back down into the offensive end.
Mackey jogs it forward, gets some pressure. The rain doesn't just affect the players. It affects you and I because it makes it a lot harder for us to see. So apologies in advance as Kaza picks it up. Not just rain, a lot of wind 2. And a whistle against Lawrence Tech. Is a green card coming out? Doesn't look like it. The umbrella's out in full force, and not sure if anybody else can see him, but we can see him being affected by the wind. Meanwhile, Kozel not affected by the wind there. She scores.
Goal by number 6, Julia Kozel.
Yeah, and a great job there by Kozel, kind of cutting across the front of the goal there and goes low on the stick side as well, but able to find the back of the net there. And the Hornets, after a little bit of a rough start, Lawrence Tech scoring almost 20 seconds into the game, come back and really start to show what they're able to do.
Kozel gets number 7.
Yeah, Matt, so that wind is howling.
We can hear it through windows and doors. As we're back to the draw control. Hornets take their first lead, 2-1. 8:45 to go. In the first quarter, this one's loose. Hine doesn't have it yet. Now does. Man, are they glad to have her back after missing almost all of last year with an injury. As Kozel keeps it. Kozel just tied her total goals from last year at 7. This is game 4, or game 5 rather.
Yeah, and Kozel is one of those players that the Hornets expecting to take a really big leap from her freshman year to her sophomore year, and you're already seeing it come to fruition here early on.
Tessa Fuller found Spooner, and a heater of a shot was blocked by Gugala.
Yeah, Mason, I really like this play right here. Get the ball down low to one of your attackers behind the net and let some people cut from up top, maybe get a defender lost, and an easy opportunity in front of the goal.
They missed the pass, though, and Lawrence Tech gets an easy ground ball, an easy turnover.
Yeah, Metzen, another one of those areas that the Hornets really struggling against Capital was the turnovers, and more specifically the unforced turnovers really killed them in that game. And
96 turnovers for the year for the Hornets.
Yeah, in 4 games, and
that's a lot.
That's a lot per game.
That's a lot.
You can see. And it's going to be really hard, especially today with the wind and rain, the weather playing a big factor.
Weaving through defenders was Jocelyn Vanderswag. And now the Blue Devils in the attacking end again over halfway through quarter number 1.
And the Blue Devils on the attacking end, they love to go to Sydney Robinson, their senior attacker.
Leads them in everything offensively, goals and assists.
Yeah, and setting up a play for her here.
The pass misses, though. It's a turnover.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of a break for the Hornets there. Not sure who it was on the defensive end, but kind of fell asleep watching the ball, and the attackman behind the goal cut up from behind right in front of the goal and just unable to get that pass. Would have been one-on-one with Flink.
We're going to get rain for about the next half an hour. Weather report brought to you by my phone. So these elements aren't going anywhere. Flink goes for a long pass to Mackey. And Mackey's got some running room. Works ahead to Kaza. Now to Fuller. Fuller to Vasquez. Vasquez spinning. Slamming on the break, fakes, and then gives it up to Hind. Now Kozel to Mackey.
Yeah, man, it's a little bit stationary right now from the Hornets on the offensive end, but really just trying to set up this play where they kind of bunch together and will send a couple of cutters.
Kaza trying to back down and then got hit. This is going to lead to a free position try for Kaza.
And a decent angle there for Kaza, but holding the stick in the right hand, expecting her to be a righty. It's a little bit of a tough angle from this side. See if she elects to go for a shot or if she's going to pass it to someone cutting.
Winds up, shot goes wide. Hornets will keep it. on the possession clock. Pass to Vasquez was missed. Ball still loose. Kozel's got it. They got 13 seconds to operate. Kozel looking for Kaza, deflected. She's got 10. Being pushed near the baseline. Got it to Mackey. Mackey's got 4. Mackey's got 3. Kaza, they got to get a shot up. They do. They score.
Yeah, and really just some pretty offense from the Hornets right there. It got late in the shot clock, and they realized that they couldn't really hold it in a stick for a while, and the ball got moving pretty fast. And a good job of finding Kaza after she originally passed it out. A little bit of a give and go there almost for the Hornets.
That is number 6. Number 6 for Kaza.
Oh, okay.
4:55 to go in the first. It's 3-1 Hornets. Currently the Elements playing to their advantage.
Like when it gets down to 0, I assume? Okay.
Draw control to the Blue Devils. Contacting the ball, knocked free. Still loose. Popped in the air. Can Kozel win it? Not quite. She's on the turf. It's still loose as we get close to the sideline. It's going to be given to Lawrence Tech. And it looked like Lures was going to be in a 3-person trap, but play's going to be stopped. Here comes a green card, and then the Hornets, I believe, are going to get whistled for offsides. I have to imagine that when they do their whole officials rules meeting every year, that was a point of emphasis because it's been called a lot this year.
It's got to be Mets.
You hear that, though, when you're watching sports. Every year there's a new rule that's a point of emphasis. So, this isn't an uncommon thing I'm talking about. It's going to be a really good chance, but they couldn't hold on to it. Ball's popped into the air to the sideline. Hornets get it. And they can run out the rest of this penalty.
Yeah, Mets, and one thing I really like to see from the Hornets in this game is, again, that game against Capital, as we talked about, they got scored on really quickly in that first quarter and kind of made a little bit of a comeback in the first, but really didn't do much after that. And a completely different script here in this game. The Blue Devils scored 20 seconds into the game, and ever since then it's been all Hornets with 3 straight goals to respond.
Kaza has 2 defenders near her. Somehow kept it. Wow. Got it to Fuller. As the Hornets will run out the rest of this penalty. Vasquez is released. And the Hornets back to full strength. 3 minutes to go in the first. Kaza. Goes to Fuller. Little stagnant offensively right now. Fuller makes 1 miss. Has it knocked away. It's still loose. Lawrence Tech did possess it for a minute. It's going to be batted near the goal. Going to Lawrence Tech. Two and a half to go in the first. 3-1 and a missed pass. Vasquez couldn't quite pick it up. Would have been a great scoring opportunity if she could have. Instead, Robinson's got it.
Wow, yeah, so dangerous for the Blue Devils right there. A turnover right in front of the goal with Vasquez coming right up to pick it up, and super fortunate that she wasn't able to handle that and have a one-on-one with the goalie.
Mizensky's going to get sent off. So Lawrence Tech with the advantage, trying to get illegal use of the stick called. Gives Lawrence Tech a chance to get their first goal since 19 seconds into this game. The look was out in front, And a whistle. Hornets are going to get it.
Yeah, and just a great pass right there from behind the goal by Hannah Hubner. Was able to catch it down in front of the goal, just unable to handle it as the Hornets defense. Almost 3 men swarm right to the ball.
Sophie Hartle got it to Spooner. Here come the Nets. Under 90 seconds to go. Spooner's got a shot. Missed it wide. And a whistle.
Mets, are we getting another offsides right here?
He might be. Mackey's heading to the sideline.
Yeah, I think that the Hornets were man down there and not realizing that Mackey had to stay back on side to have 4 back. And I think we're going to get another one here.
So the Hornets are now 2 down. Still 3-1. Tech scored the early goal, hasn't scored since. Hornets have the last 3. With it is Van Zant. They're going to get a good look. The shot goes high for Spencer. Hornets Tech's had some really good looks and just missed shots around the net.
A good look there for the Blue Devils, as you said, but a great job by the Hornets defense there. A help and then another woman helping the helper to make that shot a little bit harder and maybe a little bit of the reason why that sailed high.
Ball's knocked away from Wallenczak. Hornets have it. They're back to full strength. Kaza's ahead.
And got Hartle.
They get it to her late. An extra one to Fuller. Beauty. 4-1 with 20 seconds to go in the first.
Yeah, and just a great possession right there for the Hornets. A good job by Hartle to be able to get the ground ball and kind of push it herself all the way down, pass it to Kaza as she approached the box and then kind of just took off down that right side and was open for a while. And a good job by the Lawrence Tech defense to come over and slide to her, but a great job by Hartle to catch that pass and fire it right over to Fuller for an easy goal.
Fuller gets number 6 on the year. Now leading the Hornets in points. All now tied with Spooner. The assist to Hartle is her first. Mackey got an earlier assist, which for her was number 1 on the year. It's 4-1 Hornets with 20 seconds to go in the first as they lead the number 4 team in NAIA.
In a real crucial draw control right here. You don't want to give up a quick goal to the Blue Devils and give them any momentum before this first quarter comes to an end.
Hind has it. They can run this clock out if they choose. 10 seconds if they want to go for a late goal. Spooner's got 5. Spooner trying to weave. Nothing really there, and it's going to take us to the end of the first, where the Hornets gave up an early goal 19 seconds in. Since then, they've been dominant. We go to the second quarter. Kalamazoo 4, Lawrence Tech 1. Second quarter, 4-1 Hornets. They lead the number 4 team in NAI, Lawrence Tech University. Lawrence Tech scored 19 seconds in with Audrey Spencer. Then Kalamazoo got goals from Ella Spooner, Julia Kozel, Abby Kaza, and Tessa Fuller to build their lead. Lawrence Tech had a lot of chances, missed the net on most of them. And Jordan Flink has been very good in goal, making 2 saves as the Hornets will possess first. Kennedy Hind has speed, racing into Vasquez. Vasquez in tight, stays on her feet, misses the net. A good look, that goes wide.
And just a great job right there from Hind to push it in as far as she could before the Lawrence Tech defense kind of helped. And then Vasquez on the cut, got through a couple of defenders and thought she was one-on-one, and just unfortunate that she missed a goal on that one.
Vasquez has it. Vasquez spins, and a whistle, and Vasquez is going to get a free position try.
Again, a great angle right here. Sticking the right hand, coming from the left.
Hornets are 5 of 11 from the free position entering today. Kaza missed her first try earlier. Vasquez gets close and doesn't miss. 5-1 Kalamazoo.
Goal by number 22, Morgan Vasquez. Goal by number 22, Morgan Vasquez.
Again, a great job right there by Vasquez to be able to get through. Kind of drew it out as much as she could on that free position attempt. Took a little bit of contact. Looked like the ref was reaching for the flag. Maybe a little bit of an and one there for her.
So 5-1. We resume play. The Hornets' first goal of the second quarter comes not as fast as Lawrence Tech's first goal in the first. Comes 42 seconds in.
Slide it in the DMs as a photo, as an attachment.
As the Blue Devils have the draw control, looking for any sort of momentum now.
Yeah, Madsen, one thing you really love to see if you're a Hornet fan, as you said, been playing a lot of good competition during this out-of-conference schedule. And in that last game against Capital, they scored quick and got an early lead and really never looked back. The Hornets trailed in that whole game and never really answered. And in this one, the Blue Devils score less than 20 seconds, as you said, and since then 5 unanswered goals.
Hannah Hubner had it. Now Robinson threw it into traffic, loose, picked up by McKenna Van Zant. Now Robinson. Halfway through the shot clock. Ainsley Ware close. They're going to get a look in front. Flink stops it. And it rolls to Flink, her third save of the night.
Yeah, and that's what you get out of Robinson a lot of the time.
And
She's going to look to
couldn't find
dodge.
it. Mackey couldn't find it on the pass, and Robinson had a shot. Fakes, gets a shot. She scores a crucial turnover, and Robinson chucking the stick. Maybe some frustration there.
Yeah, a little bit of a bat flip after scoring that goal, and a great job by Robinson. A huge windup and a crazy pump fake. Got the defender out of position, then able to kind of just face dodge past her, and goes low on Flink, and Flink unable to come up with another save there.
15th goal for Sydney Robinson, the senior from Grand Haven.
But that's what you're going to get a lot from Robinson. She's going to get the ball up top and look to dodge. Great at dodging and will get herself some space, but right when that defense collapses, she's really good with her vision, eyes up, and will always find the cutter coming from the opposite side. And a great play on that first possession. A great stop by Flink, but the unforced turnovers right there, right in front of the goal especially, will kill you. And right there leads to an easy goal for Lawrence Tech.
Another draw control. Or about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Hind has it. Misses the pass to Jordan Doyle. Loose near the sideline. Hornets will keep it. Fuller with it. Fuller's turning the leading passer. Goes low with a shot. She scores.
Goal by number 13, Tessa Fuller.
Yeah, and a great job by Fuller right there. The play was to set it up with her behind the goal and maybe a little bit of a dodge, but find some cutters from the midfielders who kind of bunched up and send a couple down low. And just a great job by Fuller, realizing not to force it into one of her cutters, just take it herself, a great dodge, and goes low and able to bury it.
Not officially yet. My brother's coming to visit.
6-2 Hornets. Maybe a little bit of March magic in the air. It is not reserved for the hardwood. It can work its way out to the MAC as another draw control. This one goes to the Hornets. Hind has it again. And you mentioned draw controls were something that the Hornets had to improve on. Don't have the numbers in front of me, but boy, they have today.
Yeah, and a lot of that, just getting the ball into the offensive end for the Hornets in that game against Capital was a struggle. They lost a lot of turnovers trying to clear it, and winning those draw controls and getting it off into the offensive end early, really helping out in this game.
And Fuller got hit up in the head. So Tessa Fuller's going to get a free position try, and Lawrence Tech's going to have someone sent off.
It looks like a yellow card.
And it's Pellman going to the bench.
And again, another tough angle for Fuller, a little bit lower down than Vasquez was at, where she had a really good position, but being a righty, having the stick in the right hand is an advantage here for Fuller coming from this left side.
Two-minute releasable. Fuller's going to give it up. They're just going to get into their set.
Yeah, it looks like that free position was a little bit too low of an angle for Fuller to really try to attack, so just want to pull it out and set up their man-up play.
They've got 2 minutes of advantage. Kaza tried for Fuller, who got it back, and the shot was blocked by Gugala.
Yeah, just a great save right there from Gugala. Fuller able to get a pretty good shot on and just able to get that stick on before it goes in. And again, if you're the Hornets, no need to rush anything. You got a 2-minute penalty, so take the whole shot clock if you need to. You want to get a really quality look here. Don't force anything inside and lead to a turnover.
Spooner flashed, might have been open. Hind kept it, gave it to Fuller. Fuller to Doyle, who couldn't hold on to it. Almost a turnover. Hind comes to save it. They're still up. Kaza couldn't hold on to that. Hornets with a real missed opportunity.
He did a good job after Doyle mishandled that pass to be able to go back and get it, and then Kaza kind of just hanging back behind the goal, sneaks up on the crease, and might have had a chance if she received that pass to get a pretty good look, but a break there for the Blue Devils that she wasn't able to handle it.
Nemeth brings it over. Reese Nemeth, sophomore from West Bloomfield. Good chance for Lawrence Tech. Despite being down 1, they're down 4 on the scoreboard. They might try and run out the rest of this.
Yeah, look like they're content to just hold the ball back behind the goal. Wait for that extra man to come back on to get to even strength. One thing I'm surprised the Hornets aren't doing is sending someone on the ball right away. You have another man to help you. It looks like the Hornets are also content to just let Lawrence Tech hold this one and wait to get even strength.
They do. Robinson's got it. They've got 30 to get a shot up. What a find and a goal for Hannah Hubner, senior from Caledonia.
Yeah, again, Robinson kind of setting it up, had the ball down low on that possession and kind of waiting for a cutter, and Hubner on the other side of the crease and maybe caught her defender sleeping a little bit, just cut around him, and something that really killed the Hornets in that Capital game, the cutters from the weak side, and Lawrence Tech kind of picking up where Capital left off.
So the lead for the Hornets cut in half. 5 minutes, 5 seconds into the second. 6-3 Hornets lead. Lawrence Tech's got 2 in the quarter. was the 11th goal of the year for Hubner. And Lawrence Tech's got possession again. Robinson's got it. This is very similar to how they scored their first goal. They missed the look. Ainsley Ware fell down, and now another chance maybe for Lawrence Tech if they go, but they slow it down. And look for another one. Robinson to Hubner. Out to Pellman. Pellman makes a cut, goes low, and scores. And Lawrence Tech quickly coming back to make it a 2-goal game.
Did you see who scored that one?
Getting a great goal right there from Pellman. Just a great dodge. She able to get free from her defender. Kind of just took it across the face and got back to her right hand right in front of the goal. And an area where Flink is kind of having a little bit of trouble down low. And went low again and able to find the back of the net. And the Blue Devils kind of putting on a little bit of a run here in the second quarter.
Pellman Jr. from Millstadt, Illinois with number 5. 9:16 to go in the second. Scoring picking up. And the Hornets will get it. Kozel's in some trouble and got it to Hind. A really nice pass. And now here comes Fuller.
And a great job by Kozel. She wasn't even in the center for that draw control. Was back on defense, and the ball kind of just squirted out over to her and was able to reach across and then throw a great pass to get the ball into transition to the offensive end.
Spooner faking. Has 2 near her. Got it to Hind.
Yeah, one thing the Lawrence Tech defense wants to take away is Ella Spooner, as you said, the Kalamazoo's leading goal scorer. Right there, you see her start to dodge left and the immediate double to try to get the ball out of her stick.
Mackey was cutting. Couldn't hold on to it. Spooner trying to create. Lost it. And the Blue Devils have it. Gugala picks it up. Big stop for Lawrence Tech, and now they can cut it to 1.
Yeah, and a good job by the defense for Lawrence Tech on that possession as well. Right after I said they were doubling Ella Spooner, the ball went down to Fuller again, another goal scorer for the Hornets, and she dodged in right, and immediately another double team came from the Blue Devils to get the ball out of her stick and force a turnover and back on the offensive end.
Hubner back behind the net. Goes up top to Robinson.
Exactly where they want to start their offense every time. Get the ball into Robinson's stick and let her dodge or find a cutter.
Tried to find a cutter. Flink intercepts it. Maybe some frustration from Robinson slamming her stick. Mackey avoiding some pressure.
Yeah, and that was a great play right there from Flink. It looked like Robinson did have a cutter coming from the weak side again. Tried to go over the top of the goal, and a great job by Flink looking back behind her, able to get that pass.
Flink couldn't link with Barber. And now Kozel's in some trouble. Got it to Hartle. Now Fuller. We approach 7 minutes to go in this one. Vasquez missed Hartle, who was cutting open. Now Kaza. Shot goes. Using the height to her advantage was Abby Kaza.
Yeah, and a great job by Kaza right there, as you said. Had the stick in her left hand, doesn't really want to shoot with that left hand, so took it up high enough, then went back to the spin move, got it in her right hand in a tough angle shot, and still able to bury it. Kaza, someone they missed last year, had a great freshman season, and now back, picking up a little bit where she left off, scoring those goals for the Hornets.
Second of the day, 7th of the year. A big goal for the Hornets to make it 7-4.
Got a great response from the Hornets. The Blue Devils starting to put on a couple of goals here in the second quarter after the Hornets grew a big lead, and that's what you need to do. When the Blue Devils go on a little bit of a run, get a response and get a couple of goals yourself to keep your lead.
6:53 to go until halftime. Lawrence Tech nearly had another possession. Robinson gives them one. They're going to get a look in front of the net. Hubner elects not to shoot it. Looked like for sure she had a good angle. Instead, they get a cut in front. The shot goes high for Lures. Devils keep it. Lures stops. Gives it to Spencer. Spencer to Hubner. Now Robinson, real close. Tough angle shot was stopped by Flink. And Ansley Ware goes to get it. And then Ware checked hard. And the yellow card's going to come out. That's going to go on Lures.
Maybe a little bit of frustration for Lawrence Tech. I mean, got down a little bit big in that first quarter and early second quarter. And have had a couple of really good looks in front of the goals, but a couple of great stops by Flink and some good defense from the Hornets. And maybe just a little bit of frustration starting to build over.
No official word on the penalty yet other than a yellow card. Five and a half to go in the quarter, and the Hornets can build the lead. Fuller. Can she find another assist or get her third goal? Spooner bounces. I think that might have been stopped by the face mask of Kugala. But it's a big stop for the Blue Devils at that. With 5 minutes to go.
Yeah, one thing Lawrence Tech is doing a really good job of in this game is once they've picked up those penalties and gone a man down, they've done a really good job on the defensive end and done a great job getting it back into their offensive end and kind of just waiting and killing that penalty.
Still loose. Weaving through traffic was Morgan Waligora. And then a whistle. And another Devil being sent off, I believe. This might just be an injury concern. I believe that's what it is. Lawrence Tech still down 1. I believe it's just injury concern. Hopefully Allison Wallenczak is okay. Meanwhile, this is going to be a good look, and the shot was blocked by Mackenzie Newhall.
Been a great job right there by Newhall. Kind of step in front and get her stick right in front of that shot and take a little pressure off Flink there.
It didn't even make Flink have to make a stop. Spencer gives it to Waligora. Waligora takes contact, and a whistle's going to blow. A flag is going to fly. Free position try for Lawrence Tech.
Yeah, can't get much better of a position right here on this free position.
As a team, they're 8 of 17. Trying for a big goal. The windup, the shot goes wide. Hornets will get it.
And a great job by the Hornets defense right there, kind of realizing that Lawrence Tech had 2 behind the goal, kind of waiting for a missed shot and just slip behind them to be able to get that ball. But
they throw it away, so an immediate turnover. Lawrence Tech's killed the penalty now.
All for nothing, and those unforced turnovers for the Hornets really coming back to bite them a couple of times in this game, and especially last game against Capital.
Hellman stopped, slowed down by Kozel. Lures. Now Robinson behind the net. Robinson somehow got it to Lures, and somehow the ball gets in the net. How did that go in for Bella Lures?
Yeah, that's just a great pass right there from Robinson from behind the goal. She had, as you said, Lures cutting and just an excellent pass. I don't think Lures had to move her stick at all, and after she caught it, kind of went for a shot right away. The ball might have slipped out and just kind of popped up and over Flink and dribbled in.
7-5. Third goal of the year for Luers. First of the night.
What does that mean?
Robinson gets the assist. It's her third of the game. With 3:10 to go in period number 2, this game's gotten a lot tighter.
Yeah, and Robinson scores a lot of goals for the Blue Devils, but as well, she actually has more assists now on the year than she does goals.
With that assist, she does.
Just a really solid all-around player on the offensive end for the Blue Devils.
15 goals, 16 assists, counting the ones today for Sydney Robinson. Another possession for Lawrence Tech. Under 3 minutes to go in the second. Hornets, like we think it's imperative that they find a way to keep the lead going into the break. With Lawrence Tech threatening now to make it a one-goal game.
Yeah, and some great passing from the Blue Devils to get that ball into transition, but a little bit sloppy once they got down near the goal, and they'll kind of slow it down and look to set up their offense.
Pellman. Shot goes wide. Blue Devils keep it.
Yeah, and Pellman went right back to that move that she scored on earlier, kind of goes to the right and dodges across the face back to the left, goes right back to her right hand, and that shot just a little bit high. Almost exactly the same spot and same move that she scored on earlier.
We approach 2 minutes. Lawrence Tech's got 40 to get it on net.
Yeah, that's in a huge possession right here for both teams. If you're the Hornets, you really want to keep the Blue Devils off the board here, and for the Blue Devils, try to get a goal and cut this to a one-goal game.
Robinson got the pass off, the shot off the bar, and goes in off the post for Audrey Spencer. His first goal since the first one of the game for Spencer, and we are within one. With under 2 minutes to play in the first half.
And a great job by Spencer right there, just able to sneak it in. As you said, hit that post and bounced in. And again, the Blue Devil offense just taking their time down on the offensive end, running that shot clock down into the 30s and 20s on most of their possessions and just getting really good looks inside.
They missed a lot of open looks early, and now those open looks are starting to go.
And again, Sydney Robinson, I believe, on the assisting end of that goal.
You are correct, number 4.
Just setting up her teammates all over the offensive end. A lot of great passes from her early on in this first half.
Another good look or good opportunity coming for Lawrence Tech as they win another draw. Momentum squarely with the Blue Devils.
And again, expect them to kind of hold this ball, maybe take the clock down a lot and not try to force anything inside. They'll take their good looks.
A shot goes high for Spencer. That was another one, but they get it back.
Yeah, missed the shot and went right into the hands of Robinson, someone that the Blue Devils want the ball with.
Weaving through traffic is Hannah Dean. Over to Hubner. 1:10 to go in the second. Hubner with 40 to shoot. Spins on Newhall. Got awfully close, but Newhall kept her away. Under a minute to go.
Yeah, great defensive effort right there from Newhall. Tried to spin back and get even closer to the crease, but Newhall just stayed on that top side of the stick and forced her back out.
A shot and a save by Flink. Flink immediately advances it to Spooner, who's got 40 seconds to try and get another goal.
And a great pass from Flink right there. Immediately made the save, look up, and had Spooner waiting at the box line for her, and a great pass and right to the transition offense.
Here comes Vasquez. Might have had Fuller, but instead gets it to Kozel. 25 seconds. Kozel lost it. Hartle trying to hold on to it. Has it for a moment. Still loose. Blue Devils have it. They got 15 seconds until the half ends. Dean outraces Mackey. They might have numbers with the Hornets racing back. Dean with 6. Hubner with 5. 3 seconds. A pass. Here comes a long-range shot. They won't get it off. And that's how the half will end. The Hornets clinging to a 1-goal lead. We still got 30 more minutes in this one. It's been fun so far.
Yeah, and a little bit of an unfortunate break there for the Blue Devils on that one. Looked like they had Audrey Spencer kind of cutting from behind, but looks like the Blue Devil didn't have her in her sights to get that pass right in front for a chance to tie this game going into halftime.
Some first half numbers. Leading Lawrence Tech in goals is Audrey Spencer with 2. Sydney Robinson, Bella Lures, Hannah Hubner, and Mari Pellman each with 1. And Sydney Robinson with 4 assists to lead Lawrence Tech. Their goalie, Madison Gugala, with 4 saves and 7 goals allowed, stopping 36% of her chances. Hornets goalkeeper Jordan Flink has stopped exactly half of the shots on goal that she has faced. 6 goals allowed, 6 saves. Pretty good day, pretty consistent day for her so far. Hornets led in goals by Tessa Fuller and Abby Kazet with 2 each. Julia Kozel, Ella Spooner, and Morgan Vasquez each with 1. Pair of assists for the Hornets in this game. Hartle and Mackey, Sophie Hartle and Natalie Mackey each with 1. We're going to take a break for halftime. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for what we hope is an entertaining second half, one that was just as entertaining as the first. Zach Metz and Dawson Scoopin, thank you all for tuning in. Your halftime score, Kalamazoo 7, Lawrence Tech 6. We're back for the second half of action after a quick little 10-minute break for halftime. Ready to resume the second half. It was an entertaining first half. The Hornets lead it 7-6 over Lawrence Tech. Zach Metz and Dawson scooping here, and the ball's going to be batted back into the Hornet end where they will pick it up with Kennedy Hind. Racing into the attacking end is Hind. Now Sophie Hartle's got it. Into the stick of Tessa Fuller. Hornets will set up their attack. Look for some cutters. Fuller might try and do it herself. Stops, spins, goes back to Morgan Vasquez. Vasquez with a spin, goes low, and scores. And the Hornets on the board first in the second half.
Yeah, and a great start to the half, as you said. A great offensive possession from the Hornets. And good job by Fuller. Was the first to dodge from that attacking spot and really had nothing going for her. Just a great job to not force something and kind of throws it back to Morgan Vasquez and able to hit a little fake spin move back to the right hand, goes low again and able to bury it.
Second goal of the game for Vasquez, 5th of the season. The freshman from Lake Orion gets the Hornets rolling, gives them a 2-goal lead. 41 seconds into the third. Remember, they scored 42 seconds into the second.
And a much better start to this half for the Hornets than the first half. As you said, Lawrence Tech scored almost 18 seconds into the game, and flipping the script a little bit are the Hornets in the second half.
Draw goes to Spooner. Turf Monster catches Jocelyn Vanderswag. And Spooner gets it to Mackey, to Grace Barber. Over to Kozel. And the Hornets will try and get their 9th goal to give them a crucial 3-goal lead. But Lawrence Tech's pressure keeping them back. It feels like they've ramped up the pressure a little bit in the second half.
Yeah, great ride to start, as you just said, by the Blue Devils, just really hounding them, keeping it back by the half-court line.
And they get a turnover, but the Hornets get it right back. Spooner ahead to Kaza, who couldn't hold on to it. And now here come the Devils. McKenna Van Zant racing in, gets a step on Ware, beats Ware with speed. Van Zant slowed down by Barber.
Yeah, a good decision there by Van Zant to kind of pull that one out, try to race a past Ware, and a couple of defenders for the Hornets there and help defense, and a good job to pull it back out and set up the offense for the Blue Devils.
2 minutes in, Mari Pellman back to Hannah Hubner. Hubner couldn't connect with Audrey Spencer. And Spencer picks it up. Lawrence Tech still with it.
Yeah, one thing Lawrence Tech will do on the offensive end, as we said earlier in this game, they'll just hold it kind of and wait for some really good looks. They don't want to force anything inside and have some dumb turnovers. They're really looking for quality over quantity. And that's what really helped them get back into this game.
Van Zandt directing traffic, gets a step. Missed the pass. The Hornets are going to get it. And they stop the clock.
Looks like maybe a free position for Van Zandt.
Yeah, maybe a break for Lawrence Tech as they were about to get a turnover. So Van Zandt in a good angle. Races in and scores. A big goal for Lawrence Tech.
Yeah, and a huge break right there. Go from an unforced turnover from Van Zandt, kind of throwing it away behind the net, trying to make a pass, and some sort of whistle, not sure for what, but gave Van Zandt that free position attempt from a great angle, as Metz said, and just able to beat Flink. She was there a half second late. And again, back to a one-score game.
First goal of the game for Van Zandt, sophomore from Livonia. Second goal of the year. Back to a one-goal game. It's 8-7. Two minutes, 39 seconds into quarter number 3. So Lawrence Tech will gain possession off a draw. Light drizzle coming down now. No umbrellas out. But they're going to get another chance maybe, but it's bobbled by Hannah Dean. And then gets it back. And a whistle coming. Free position try. Lawrence Tech can tie it up here.
Yeah, pretty tough angle over there for Dean. Be a little bit surprised if she does try to take a shot here. Look for maybe a cutter from the backside or just pulling it out and setting up the offense.
That's what they'll do. They're going to set up the attack. Look in front to Spencer. The shot bounced. It went wide. Ends up with Dean.
Yeah, Spencer took a lot of contact there, a little bit of a dodge, and got back to her right hand to rip a shot. And surprised there's no whistle there.
There is a whistle here, which is going to be another free position try.
Looks like Ware got a little bit too heavy on the stick on that slash there. Another free position and a great angle here.
Waligoria, the junior, can tie this, and she will slow down.
Yeah, maybe a little bit not ready for that whistle. Looked like it caught her a little bit off guard, but just pulled it out right away from pretty good position. Maybe the Blue Devils just wanting to get back into their offense.
They want the right look to tie this game. Pellman gives it to Robinson. Look in front. Waligoria doesn't want it. Now Robinson. Robinson through contact behind the net. Dean couldn't hold on to it. Under 30 seconds, 25 now to shoot for Lawrence Tech. Pass errant. And are we going to get another free position try? I think so.
Looks like it. Some really good defense here from the Hornets, but just giving Lawrence Tech a lot of opportunities with these free position attempts.
And this one is about as good as you can ask for Mari Pellman.
Yeah, great angle. Looks like she's going to rip a shot from this side.
No, she won't. 20 for Lawrence Tech. Pellman misses the pass, a turnover.
Yeah, I'm really surprised about that one. Pellman looked like she had a pretty good angle from that right side, but decided to pull it out and then immediately goes right back to the dodge after the Hornets have a minute to be able to set up in the defensive end and throws an errant pass for a turnover.
A long Lawrence Tech possession comes up empty. And here comes Hind.
Yeah, give a lot of credit to the Hornets defense on that possession, making it really tough for Lawrence Tech. Even if they did get those cutters, the defense really collapsing on them so they couldn't get a clean shot off.
Spooner walks it in. Now the Hornets trying to get themselves back up two.
Yet again, back down low to that attacking spot. They'll just take turns dodging, and if it's not there, trying to find a cutter or pass it back for another dodge.
Spooner couldn't hold on to it, and actually turns out to be a nice catch by Madison Gugala, the goalkeeper for Lawrence Tech.
Yeah, a little bit of a scary play there. It looked like Foster kind of just flipped it up right into the goal, and Gugala is able to corral that and get it back out with nothing happening.
And a green card is going to send Vasquez off. So Lawrence Tech will have a power play.
Yeah, and the Hornets making sure they got 4 back on this one. Don't want to get another offsides penalty and go 2 down.
The push will give Lawrence Tech an advantage. And they race in quickly, trying to even this game up. In front, Flink picks it up. Flink will hoist this to Spooner, who couldn't hold on to it initially, but picks it up. Now Hartle.
Yeah, and really uncharacteristic for Lawrence Tech there on the offensive end. They've done a really good job of being patient and waiting for a great look and kind of just forced one into the middle. The cutter stopped and turned it over.
Hartle was going to try and do everything herself, but picks it back up. Now Kozel to Hind. And Kalamazoo is going to take a timeout. So 9 minutes to go in the third quarter. Hornets leading it 8-7. Hornets have it, trying to kill off the remaining time on the penalty on the green card on Morgan Vasquez.
Timeout from the Hornets. Just want to regroup and resettle and realize to take the time to kill this penalty and then get something set up for when the penalty is eventually released late into the shot clock.
It's released now. Here comes Vasquez.
Yeah, now they'll go to the set play. It looked like they called into the timeout huddle.
Fuller's got it. Hornets trying to go up 2 again. Fuller tried to give it to Spooner. It's still loose. It was a long way. Vasquez still doesn't have it. It's still on the ground. There's 10 on the shot clock. It's tied up.
Yeah, even if the Hornets come up with this ground ball, not enough time. Looks like it's going to be a turnover regardless.
And it is going to be a turnover.
And trying to go back to that play that they had a lot of success with their attacker coming from that far left side and looking for a dodge, maybe a cutter, and if not, pass it back to another attackman.
Van Zandt might be able to go coast to coast. Does and scores. We are tied with 7:44 to go in the third.
And again, a great job by Van Zandt. She loves to push in that transition game. We saw it before, and again there. And this time a little bit more room for her. Realizes it and takes advantage and able to bury it past Flink. And a really good job from the Blue Devils. Are struggling a little bit in that first quarter, even into the second. Now storm back all the way to tie up this game at 8.
Tie game, 7:44 to go. We haven't been tied since 1-1. The last time we were tied was at the 8:46 mark of the first quarter. 8:45, Julia Kozel gave the Hornets a 2-1 lead, which they have had since, until right now.
Yeah, Matt, as you see, a 5-1 lead for the Hornets and now tied up at 8-8. A great job from the Blue Devils to really regather themselves and make a push to tie back this game.
Ball is flipped to Lawrence Tech. They can take the lead here for the first time since the 10.5-minute mark. They're going to get a look in front. They missed the pass. It's going to roll to the sideline. Will it stay in bounds? It won't. Hornets are going to get it.
And again, uncharacteristic from the Blue Devils on that offensive possession. They've been really good passing from behind the net to cutters, and right there just an errant pass ended up rolling out of bounds and right back to the offensive end of the Hornets.
Hine brings it in. Out of Spooner.
They're just going to take their time and look to set something up again. See if it'll be attacking from that same angle that they've been at.
Fuller to Spooner. Couldn't hold on to it. Could be another turnover. It's still loose right in front of the net. Fuller picks it up. Hornets fortunate to keep possession there.
Again, a great job by Fuller to be able to come up with that ground ball, as you said, right in front of the goal and maybe gain another possession, but again, lost it.
Lost it. It's really not raining much anymore, but still very wet out. Fuller going to be trucked, and a push is going to be called. No cards coming out.
And again, a great job by Fuller. Last time was in front of the goal. This time extending all the way out to the top of the box to be able to get that ground ball.
Vasquez ducking. Got it to Fuller. Fires a shot into the face mask of Gugala. Counts as a save.
Yeah, Gugala kind of just sticking her face right in there. Took it
literally sticking
hard
her
off the
face in
helmet.
there.
It was a little shaken up after.
Yeah, but
fortunate that the ball bounced to a Blue Devil and they were able to clear. It didn't go back to a Hornet. Or it might have been an easy goal.
So under 6 minutes again, Lawrence Tech can take the lead.
And again, taking the ball back behind the goal, looking for those cutters from up top and just taking their time.
Hubner tried to go low, and they got a little too close. Flink has it, and the Hornets will try and bring it back the other way.
Yeah, and Lawrence Tech really looking to make this tough earlier on in this half. forced a turnover. The Hornets really couldn't get the ball past half midfield.
Were you about to say half court?
I was. Caught myself on that one.
It's March everywhere.
Mets in the March talk has got me stuck on basketball.
Hey, man. Some people call me John Rothstein Jr.
I prefer Mets Rothstein.
I like that too. Hind has it. Gives it to Kaza. Kaza was looking for Mara Miroslavic, who has not played much today. Started on Saturday, but it's a turnover nonetheless, and Lawrence Tech the other way with Vanderswang.
Yeah, and a great cut right there. Just super unfortunate again that they're not able to connect on that pass. Would have been one-on-one with the goalie right in front. But again, here comes Lawrence Tech on the attack.
Dean has it. Lawrence Tech's turned it over in their last 2 possessions. They're going to get a look maybe for Hubner, but Barber there to slow her down. And now a pass across, errant, but over to Bella Lures. 4 minutes to go in the third.
And wind really starting to pick up. Might be a little bit of a factor on some of these cross-field passes.
40 to shoot. Pellman. Pass was deflected by Hind. Kennedy Hind with her fingerprints all over this game.
Yeah, one thing they really love about Kennedy Hind is how active she is on the defensive end. Really more of a midfielder than a defenseman, but getting active on the defensive end and forcing a couple turnovers here today.
Kaza tried to weave through, had it knocked away, but got it back. Still loose, and a whistle against Lawrence Tech. Spooner walks it over to where the Hornets want it.
Yep, right back to that spot where they'll start with the attack. Look for a little bit of a dodge, and if it's not there, see if the cutters from the midfield can open up.
Kaza, nothing there. Is it to Spooner? Spooner attacking. Kaza in front. She scores! Hornets back in front.
Yeah, and a great job right there from Kaza, able to just sneak around. She kind of hides on that corner of the crease, passes it away, and then when you're not expecting it, just cuts right in front. And again, a kind of a tough angle, but where she thrives and able to bury it again.
Hat trick for Kaza. Puts her at 8 on the year. Spooner picks up the assist. It'll be her first assist of the game. On the year for the junior from Holland, 3 assists. Gives the Hornets a 9-8 lead, 2:41 to go in the third. We went a while without seeing any scoring, without really seeing any stop and play. Crucial draw control here. It's going to go to Lawrence Tech. Here's Spencer. Spencer gives it to Robinson. 2:20 to go in the third.
Yeah, and Robinson, a huge factor for the Blue Devils in that first half. It's been a little bit quiet here out of halftime in the third quarter. See if they want to get the ball back into her stick and let her facilitate the offense.
Hubner to Dean. Dean to Robinson. Robinson, who's got 4 assists in this game. Dodges. Robinson goes for a shot and scores. Once again, we are tied.
Wow, I'm not sure how she snuck that one in there, but Robinson, again, crosses face, goes to the left hand, and then gets back to the right. Running down the left side, looked like Flink kind of closed off that side, but somehow bounces it past and able to score again. And right on cue, Sydney Robinson, when Lawrence Tech needs a goal, there she is.
Second goal of the game for Robinson. That's number 15 on the year.
I just got charged for that from Bronson. I got an email that had like $1 charge.
Draw one again by Lawrence Tech, looking to take a lead. Robinson's got it.
Yeah, and a little bit slower on the advance into the offensive end on this one, giving the Hornets a little bit of time to set up a little bit of a ride, make it tougher.
90 seconds to go in the third. Lawrence Tech looking for their first lead since 1-0. Pass Aaron in front. Barber trying to pick it up. And will. Now Miroslavic. Finds Ware. Ware checked. Finds Vasquez. A nice catch on the turf. Vasquez has 3 defenders right near her. Has it knocked away. Landed on the ball. This is going to go to Lawrence Tech.
Got a lot of contact there. No call for Vasquez. And again, back to the offensive end for the Blue Devils.
.30 seconds to go in the third. Hornets need to stop. Keep this tie going into the fourth. And the pass sails errant, which is going to allow for that. 20 seconds to go in the third. I don't think the Hornets are going to have time to get something off as the rain starts to come back down. But they turn it back over. And Lawrence Tech, I believe, took a timeout. They did. So with 10.4 to go in the third, Hornets 9, Blue Devils 9. Eight seconds. Lawrence Tech racing into the offensive end. Pass a little errant. Spencer gets a shot. Flink stops it. And they won't have time to get another shot off. And Lawrence Tech came flying out of that timeout into the rain. And they're unable to score. So we go to the fourth. Tie game at 9 between the Hornets and the Blue Devils. 15 minutes to go in what has been a fun game so far. 9-9 tie. Entering the fourth between Kalamazoo College and Lawrence Technological University. Spooner in the draw circle once again for Kalamazoo. Draws have favored Lawrence Tech in the second half so far. Against Robinson, this one is going to go to the Hornets, though. Vasquez moving right to left. Missed the pass, but it's right to Hind. Gives to Mackey. Over to Miroslavich.
Yeah, back down where they start almost every single possession.
Vasquez starts to dodge. Hind couldn't hold on to it. She'll go get it.
Yeah, double came from Lawrence Tech onto Vasquez, and then a great helping the helper moment right there. Almost intercepted that pass back to Hind.
Spooner, a great play defensively to knock it away by Morgan Waligora.
Yeah, and again, even after she knocked it away, Waligora kind of batted it to herself on the ground ball to make it a lot easier, and now the Blue Devils back out into transition.
They haven't led since early. They're one shot away from doing it here. Hubner directing some traffic. Lures. Gets a step on Mazensky and then loses it. So a turnover by the Devils. Mackey running ahead. Into some trouble. Has it knocked away. Still loose. And the Devils able to bat it to Pellman.
And a great job right there by Reese Nemeth. Able to come over and knock that stick away on the double onto Mackey and secure the Blue Devils another offensive possession.
2 minutes into the fourth, still tied. Here comes Robinson. Looked for a bounce pass, and it's the Kozel who gives it the flank.
Yeah, Robinson going with the bounce pass and almost looked like a hit Hubner stick. Just unable to corral it, and back to the Hornets. See if they have better luck clearing.
And an interception by Pellman, and it's picked up by Dean. And then Dean tripped by Kozel, incidental contact. So here comes Robinson.
Exactly who the Blue Devils want to have the ball on their stick to facilitate this offense. A great passer from behind the net. Can also dodge.
Pellman's got it.
See if they work it back around to Robinson.
They go to Lures. 3 minutes into the fourth. Lures around some screens, being chased by Mazinski. The shot is saved by Flink. Quick pass ahead was for Kaza, but Fuller's got it. She looks up. They have numbers. And she misses Miroslavich.
A tough break right there. Had Miroslavich and
It's
Vasquez
loose, though.
both open.
Miroslavich has it. Nobody in goal. Fuller doesn't get the shot. And a whistle. I think a free position try is coming, which probably works out better for Lawrence Tech. I think Fuller was about to have a point-blank goal.
Yeah, wide open. The goalie comes out of the goal to try to play the ball, and Miroslavich somehow gets it and back to Fuller. And as you said, fortunate for the Blue Devils there.
Fuller to take advantage. Hits the bar. Vasquez got it back, but Fuller was inches from giving the Hornets the lead back. Now they set up.
A great free position attempt right there from Fuller. Had everyone behind her and kind of stepped up and just off hits the bar, as Metz said.
Kaza to Vasquez. Fuller with 35 on the clock. 4 minutes in. Miroslavich in front. She scores! Hornets take the lead. Second career goal for Marin Miroslavich.
Marin Miroslavich.
Yeah, but again, the Hornet offense starting from that bottom corner, either looking for the dodge or the pass, and a great job from Fuller finding Miroslavic on her second or third cut there and right in front of the goal, able to bury it. Gives the Hornets the lead back with 11 minutes to go in this fourth quarter.
10-9 Hornets. 4 minutes in.
That's a big goal for the Hornets. Give themselves a little bit of breathing room after they lost that lead. Hornets able to tie it up at 9. Now again, draw control becomes super important. Robinson's had a lot of success for the Blue Devils popping it back.
She does pop it back, and it's right to Vanderswang.
Yep, and that's when the play in the draw control. Robinson popping that right back to Vanderswag, and back on the offensive end are the Blue Devils.
Being chased away by Mazensky was Lures. Hornets now need to rely on the defense. The shot bounces and goes by Morgan Waligora. Her first of the year, the junior from Canton.
And a great shot right there from Walagoria. Super in front of the goalie Flink on that bounce shot, and just able to sneak it past her stick as it's coming back up. And that's a tough one. Flink has been forced a lot of shots to go low. That's where Lawrence Tech has been having success, and then the bounce back up to the top shelf, and a great goal from the Blue Devils to tie this thing up 35 seconds later.
Yeah, that Hornet lead didn't last longer than, like you said, 35 seconds. 10:25 to go in a tie game. This one's popped over to Kozel, who can't pick it up initially and got bumped, and Lawrence Tech's got it with Dean.
Yeah, no call there, and a great job by Dean to use her body to move Kozel out of the way and able to scoop up that ground ball. And now again, the Blue Devils on the offensive end, and as Matt said earlier, one shot away from taking the lead.
They've had plenty of possessions to do it, haven't done it yet, but did score in their last one as we're under 10 minutes to go in the game. Robinson's got it. You've said it all night. This is who they would want with it.
Yeah, try to set up a play to get her a screen to wrap around to her right side, see if she can get a shot off.
Tries to dodge on Hind. Robinson goes in front. Intercepted by Newhall.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons we talk about the Hornets are so happy to have Kennedy Hind back. Her defensive presence right there, kind of locking down the Blue Devils' best player in Sydney Robinson, forcing a bad pass, and now back to the offensive end.
Now Spooner's got it, and now the Hornets can try and retake the lead.
Yeah, but now if you're Kalamazoo, take your time again. Pass the ball around a couple of times and then set up your play that you want to run. See if they go back to the spot that they've been starting the possession in all day.
Kozel with a dodge. Fuller doesn't like it. Fuller to Hind. Couldn't get it to go. A stop by Gugala. It would have made perfect sense if it was Kennedy Hind to give him the lead.
Yeah, and a great cut from Hind from the top weak side, and just a little bit off on the pass from Fuller. She had to stop and corral it low, and maybe that threw her off a little bit. Gave, as you said, Gugala a little bit of time to step in front of that one and be able to come up with a big save.
Foster misses Waligora, but Waligora's got it back. Lawrence Tech's turn once again. Pellman fakes, and a whistle, and a free position try for Mari Pellman in point-blank range.
Yeah, an absolutely great look here for the Blue Devils to be able to take their first lead since that very first goal of the game.
8:16 to go. It's Pellman and Flink right now. You would imagine Pellman's going to go for it. She will. The shot goes, and Lawrence Tech retakes the lead for the first time since 10.5 to go in the first.
Yeah, and just a great shot right there from Mari Pellman. Went opposite side high and just sniped that corner. And as we said, the Blue Devils' first lead since early on in that first quarter.
Second goal for Pellman. Tie game, or Lawrence Tech with the lead with 8:14 left. And the draw controls become bigger and bigger.
Super important, and as you said, it's been all Robinson and Vanderswagger early on in this second half. See if she's able to pop it back to her again. They put the quicker hind on her this time to see if she can cut her off to where she's going.
Hind with an incredible catch.
And that's exactly why you want her there. They've been having a ton of success with Robinson popping it straight back, and Hind makes an incredible play to be able to catch that ball and take it into the offensive end for the Hornets.
Under 8 to go. Vasquez. Dodging. Vasquez got close. It's knocked away into the stick of Kaza. Back to Vasquez. Vasquez dodging. Tries the shot. That, I believe, was blocked.
Yeah, it looked like a little bit of a foot save right there from Gugala. She feels that in her ankle a little bit. No padding down there, and took it right off the leg.
Kozel. To Hind. Over to Kozel to Fuller. 35 on the clock for the Hornets. Kaza. Kaza spinning. She go to the high leverage point she's got. Looking for somewhere to go with it. Has it knocked away. Vasquez has to run a long way to get there. Does. They have 15.
Yeah, still lots of time to get the ball back behind
And
the goal.
Fuller was there. Couldn't hold on to it.
Yeah, just a tough break there that Fuller is not able to catch that pass and see if she can find a cutter late in that shot clock.
So Gugala will hold on to this. Let Lawrence Tech begin their clear.
Yeah, now super important for the Hornets to be able to set up their ride here, try to force a turnover, make it hard for Lawrence Tech to get it over.
Wasn't too difficult. As Foster brings it over towards the sideline. Stays inbounds. Kozel tried to rip it away, couldn't. Pass goes to Waligora. And now a huge possession for both sides as we approach 6 minutes to go.
Yeah, and when Lawrence Tech gets the ball down on the offensive side, they're just going to hold and look for a really good look.
They got it. Spencer scores. Audrey Spencer
Number 4, Audrey Spencer.
picks up number 3. 10 on the year. It's a 2-goal lead for the Blue Devils, who have outscored the Hornets 6-3 in the second half with 5:58 to go, in prime position to go on the road and steal a game.
Yeah, and a great overall possession right there from the Blue Devils. Took their time, and Kalamazoo was able to set up their ride, but some crisp passing from the Blue Devils, able to break it and get it down. Then once they get it into the offensive end, just take their time, set up their offense, and a great cut, great find, and a great finish. As you said, a 2-goal lead now for the Blue Devils late into this fourth quarter.
This one popped towards the sideline, and there to get it is Dean. And Robinson bobbled it for a moment but got it back. And another big possession. Lawrence Tech can maybe deliver an early knockout blow. They can take their time as well.
Yeah, and let's see how aggressive the Hornets are on the defensive end, really kind of just letting the Blue Devils hold it outside and run some time off this clock late in the fourth quarter. Not much ball pressure. Seems like it's a little too early to try to go out and guard them all the way up there and give an open lane.
Waligora gave it to Van Zant. Defended by Kozel. Van Zant missed Spencer. Robinson's got it, though. 40 seconds on the shot clock. 5 minutes to go in the game. They're going to get a look. And Hubner puts it in, and Lawrence Tech dominant in the fourth.
Ball by number 7, Hannah Hubner.
And again, just a great job by Hannah Hubner, able to corral the ground ball, gets it back behind to her attackman, and then cuts in front, and a great pass and a great finish from Hubner. And now a 3-goal lead under 5 minutes. The Hornets really into some desperation time here.
4:58 to go. Timeout called. Tech leading it by 3. .458 to go. Lawrence Tech with 4 consecutive goals in the fourth, and the rain really coming down now. The rain and the wind doing some visual damage. I think that stopped the construction because it was going on before the game, and then it started raining, and it's stopped. Hornets will get it on a draw control violation. So they get a possession that they need. Almost feel like they have to score here. Miroslavic to Kozel. Gives it to Spooner.
Yeah, that's, as you said, a big possession here for the Hornets, one that they really need to score on to get this game to a 2-goal game and kind of try to cut into this lead. But as we say that, you don't want to try to force something inside and have a dumb turnover or really not a good shot. Take your time. You don't need to go too quick.
Whistle, and Lawrence Tech's going to have Pellman sent off.
Yeah, and that'll help a lot. A chance to go man up. But a spot that Lawrence Tech has been really good in is the man up defense.
And Kozel's got a free position try. That's a good spot, too, for Kozel. A little delay from the officials. Check to the head call. Kozel winds up. The shot, scores. Big one. And if I heard that right, the penalty was non-releasable.
Yeah, Metz, you're correct. A great job by Kozel to take advantage of that free position. And as you just heard from Metz, that penalty was unreleasable, so the Hornets stay man up for the next minute 45. And exactly what you need if you're the Hornets to try to come back into this game.
Kozel gets her second goal of the game, 8th of the year, already going over her total from last year.
Yeah, now just an all-important draw control as well. You do not want to let Lawrence Tech win this and milk out 70, 80 seconds of this penalty.
And probably more importantly, 90 seconds of the clock. 2-goal lead for the Blue Devils. Hornets get their second of the fourth. Been outscored 7-4 in the second half after leading the majority of this game. Big draw control here. And a violation against Lawrence Tech. What happened there?
I'm not sure, Mets.
Yeah,
Maybe she left early, did something wrong that the ref didn't appreciate.
Clearly, but it gives the Hornets possession. And remember, they have the advantage. Lawrence Tech is down 1. Up 2 on the scoreboard. 4 minutes to go.
Yeah, and as you said, a huge call right there for the Hornets to be able to just get the ball in the offensive end, not have to even worry about the draw control. A man up again, and as we said, unreleasable, so if they do score quickly here, they'll still be a man up.
They almost turn it over, and they still might. They do. Kaza couldn't hold on to it. Lawrence Tech can likely kill the remainder of this penalty. It looks like the Hornets are going to go with some all-out pressure. Ball is loose. Vanderzwang's got it. Long pass. Caught by Foster.
Yeah, and a great job right there by Foster to make herself available right in the middle of the field, and an excellent pass. And as you said, Lawrence Tech trying to just eat off some time of this clock to kill the penalty and to draw this game down.
And they're going to take a timeout with 3:17 to go. Blue Devils lead it by 2. Lawrence Tech possession as they look to close this out with 3:17 to go. Clock is running. Hornets likely going to go to some all-out pressure, right?
You'd expect to pick up the ball pressure and maybe send some doubles as they are still a man up. Well, Lawrence Tech will just probably leave the ball in Robinson's stick, let her run around with it, and make some passes if they're open.
Looks like the penalty's killed now. There's a double team.
Yeah, the Hornets still sending 2.
They nearly got the turnover, but Lewers holds on to it. Lewers running around. They do have 2 being sent at her.
Yeah, and milk this all the way down to 20 on the shot clock. Look to see if they start going with some offense.
Oh, they're going to get a look here. Lewers shot scores. That could be the dagger. With 2:29 left.
Yeah, and a great job right there from Lewers. Kind of just took it around herself, was holding it up top, and realized that the shot clock was right around 20 seconds, about the time to go if you're the Blue Devils, and takes it herself one-on-one with Flink and buries it. And as Metz said, hurts the Hornets a lot.
Second goal of the night for Lewers. Might have just put it away. Hornets now need some quick goals.
No, I asked Amelia for a ride. She never.
3 goals in 2 minutes and 30 seconds is very doable for the Hornets, but it starts right here in the draw control circle where they struggle a little bit in the second half.
Yeah, you lose this, that's another about 70 seconds gone.
At least.
Puts
You
you down
might be
to-
down another goal after it.
Popped up. Lawrence Tech's got it, but it's knocked away. No, but a whistle. Kozel used the stick illegally.
Yeah, no one getting sent off, which is a break for the Hornets there. But, again, now you got to send some doubles, some ball pressure, see if you can force a turnover.
They're going to come close. The shot is stopped by Flink. An early shot. A little unexpected from Lawrence Tech. Newhall being pressured.
Yeah, Vanderswag kind of had a lane there, got in front of the goal, but thought she was going to pull it out later towards the end when she couldn't get much on that shot, but shot it anyway, and an easy save for Flink, and now the Hornets have a little bit of life. As you said, only took about 20 seconds off of that clock.
Fuller weaving, dodging everywhere. Got it to Kaza. Kaza nearly lost it. Kept it, though. Over to Vasquez. They got to work quickly. Vasquez has it knocked away, but a whistle and a free position try with 92 seconds left.
And exactly what the Hornets need. Looks like it should be from a really good angle for Vasquez. Basically straight on with Gugala.
Got to have it. Vasquez. One-on-one.
She said, yeah, but I'm trying to leave immediately, but I will wait in the car.
And Lawrence Tech, I believe, had somebody sent off, maybe. Two-minute non-releasable penalty, so the Hornets will be up the rest of this game. Vasquez ducks in and scores. Big one.
Yeah, exactly what they needed. Vasquez had to have it, and she got it. A 2-goal game now, and as they said, an unreleasable penalty. She'll be in the box for the rest of the game for the Blue Devils, and a great opportunity to get these 2 goals in a minute 30.
Goal by number 2, Morgan Vasquez.
Third goal for Vasquez. That's number 6 on the year. Now you have to win this draw. And if you don't, you got to get quick turnovers. Popped up. Who's going to get it? It's still loose. Robinson. Who else goes to get it?
Yeah, now if you're the Hornets, you're in scramble mode. Lawrence Tech can hold the rest of the clock out, and you need to go force a turnover, and soon.
Clock is stopped. Did Lawrence Tech take a timeout? They did. So 1:12 to go. Blue Devils trying to waste the rest of this game. They lead it 14-12. Hornets still up 1 in terms of players on the field, but they're going to send double teams, but Robinson gets around it.
Yeah, they're going to be scrambling, sending doubles at the ball the entire time, and as much ball pressure as they possibly can. They need to force a turnover to even have a chance.
Yep, 1 minute to go, and Lawrence Tech can hold this out. If the Hornets can't get a turnover. It's the unfortunate thing. You can't foul. Hornets need some March magic right about now if they want to come back, but Wally Gora is running away from everybody.
Yeah, Wally Gora just taking her time, going back and forth across the top of the box. Has 2 defenders on her at most times, but kind of just running away from them.
35 seconds, and it looks like Lawrence Tech is going to get their second. Is this snow coming down now?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Oh, goody.
It's gotten very cold, as we can tell from this cracked window in the booth.
Yep, which I am going to shut right now. 20 seconds to go. Lawrence Tech going to hold on to the rest of this. They will pick up their second win. They fire a shot that was saved by Flink. So the Hornets, well, they have 3 seconds. They're not going to get another one off. Lawrence Tech will improve to 2-2 on the year, get their second straight win. Their next game will be on Monday of next week when they travel to take on the University of the Cumberlands. Next home game for Lawrence Tech will be March 15th when they take on Siena Heights. For the Hornets, they're about to embark on their spring break trip as they fall to 0-5 in year 1 of Grayson Ringlever's tenure. There we'll head to Worcester, Muhlenberg, Albright, and Swarthmore over the course of the month. Their next home game, April 1st, when they will be at home to take on Alma. As we look at some numbers for today, Audrey Spencer leads Lawrence Tech with 3 goals, 2 for Sydney Robinson, 2 for Bella Lures, 2 for Hannah Humer, 2 for Mari Pellman, 2 for McKenna Van Zant, and 1 for Morgan Waligora. Their winning goalie, Madison Gugala, made 7 saves, stopped 36% of the shots she saw. The losing goalkeeper is Jordan Flink, who made 9 saves, stopped 39.1% of the shots she saw. Hornet goal scorers, 3 for Morgan Vasquez, 3 for Abby Casa, 2 for Julia Kozel, 2 for Tessa Fuller, 1 for Mara Miroslavic, and 1 for Ella Spooner. That just about wraps up this broadcast. We thank you all for tuning in. The next broadcast will be on Saturday when the Kalamazoo College men's lacrosse team will be in action. Tanner White will be there to bring you that action. Signing off here from Tisch Loveless Court, or excuse me, did I say Tisch Loveless Court? I have basketball on my mind.
March, man.
It's March. I'm thinking basketball. From Mackenzie Field here at the Kalamazoo College Athletic Fields Complex. My name is Zach Metz. With me is Dawson Scoopin. Thank you all for tuning in. Your final score, Lawrence Tech 14, Kalamazoo 12. Thank you, everybody, and have a good night.